we're back. And we're freaking back. I'm acting like it's been like a hiatus. Hey, it's been a week. Ooh, I just feel like singing.
All right. You could sing for the next hour if you want.
Oh, no, I totally... Imagine if I just sang for an hour and then I just had Sarah sit there like one of those like eras to her lives that you scroll past on TikTok.
And
just
I watch them, so you can do it.
And we talk about how on TikTok live, it's kind of unfair that like if you even just stop for like 3 seconds, then it puts you in the live and then it says your name in the corner. Like this person just joined. And then I'm like, no, I didn't. I was just trying to scroll.
Yeah. That's why I don't know because I heard once, you know how you can watch the TikTok watch the live without actually going into it? You're just like scrolling and you can watch. I heard somewhere that like they could see if you're like idly watching without clicking on it. I don't know how true that is because I don't go live. Like I can't see myself.
I don't know because I don't go live.
We should go live one day on TikTok together though.
That's actually, only if we were together. I don't think I could ever do it by myself.
We should go live when Taylor's album drops. Come join us live.
Oh my gosh. Do you know, literally tell us down below because I feel like you guys would be like, yeah, we want to see that, us reacting to the new.
I was thinking about it. I feel like maybe we should just be together when it drops.
Yeah. I literally saved a TikTok and I meant to send it to you and it was like, something about girlhood, whatever something is like the first person you sent the like Taylor Swift announcement to. And I was like, no, literally. Like me and Sarah literally texting a second after she announced it.
Yeah. As soon as I saw her walk behind someone, I was telling Destiny, I was like, did you see her? Wait, did you see her?
Yeah. Yeah. And I was sitting on the Grammys live stream.
We were watching at the same time.
And you know what? We can get into all of that over our drinks of the episode this episode.
You're so right. Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back. You got a little sneak peek of some things we're going to be chatting about today. Honestly, have no plans, but I did do one of our end of episode things that's going to be a surprise at the end of the episode.
Because so did I.
Oh my God.
I have something on my phone I thought we could do.
We do both. Same.
That's
we can
so
do both
fun.
and we're going to surprise each other. What if it's the same thing?
I was just going to say, imagine it's the same thing. No, we're going to be talking about Taylor Swift like majority of this episode. Like the elephant in the room. Maybe it's not even the elephant in the room. Like you guys expected this to happen after this weekend. My DOTE is boring, so I'll go first just to get it out of the way so you can hear yours.
If it's just water, Sarah, come on.
I know, I need to step up my game. It's because I drink like my coffees and stuff in the morning and then I'm like, I need to hydrate and drink my water. And I don't have any fun drinks in my house.
You know what though? Thank you for being the episode reminder to babes, drink your water.
I know.
It's very important to stay hydrated.
Next week though, I'm going to have a fun drink. Hold me to it.
I am holding you to it. You should have
I got one of these things. You ever see these little
Wallas?
No, the little. You see him hanging off on there?
Yeah.
Look at that
little strawberry.
He's a tomato. Hold on, I'll take them off. They're called Sunny Angels. Have you ever heard of them?
Oh, yes, I have heard of those.
Lauren got one for Christmas, I think it was, and she's been having them. But I watched this YouTuber, and you can like trade with people, and like they're surprises, like you don't know which one you're getting. Yeah. So Lauren sent me one, and I got this one, and now I think it's just the cutest thing. I got the tomato. This is him.
Aww.
He's really cute, and he just hangs on my water bottle. And I love him.
You know, I did see the Sunny Angels, and I was like, I feel like this is something Sarah would be into.
Chris was blown away. He was like, the way people can make money, and you'll buy it. Yeah, it's cute. And people are like crocheting little outfits for them. I'm like, okay, now we finally need to learn how to crochet.
Level. That'll motivate me. My DOTE, I also always have water on hand. I have a fun little glass mug that I got from Target that I love. What am I putting in the mug, you guys may be asking?
Yeah, what are you putting in the mug? Oh.
Diet Coke.
Love that.
I have turned into a Diet Coke girly. It's happened. I've made the trade-off over into the dark side. I can't tell you last time that I would just like drink I still don't drink soda. I don't. I'll pop one of these like once, maybe twice a week if I'm feeling crazy. But I'm loving the Diet Coke girly lifestyle. I'm loving it.
Good.
Bon appetit.
It makes it better being in that little mug. Like
no, 100%
anything in
it
that
tastes
mug.
way better.
Yeah, it tastes better. I also could never. I don't think I heard. I could never drink out of those like like the bottles that you just poured out of. Like I like my sodas from like a fountain. Like a fountain soda tastes better to me than the bottle.
Oh, 100%. Tell us down below how you're drinking soda. Or I say pop, but how are you drinking
that's so cute. Chris says Jimmy's, like sprinkles, like it's Jimmy's.
Huh?
You ever heard of that?
He
like,
calls...
Well, he doesn't actually, but like, I think he used to. I don't know. He used to tell me that he would, like, sprinkles in some parts of like the state. I don't know if the world, I don't know what you guys say over there, but they call them Jimmy's.
Oh, sprinkles. I thought you said he was calling soda Jimmy's.
Oh, no. Sprinkles.
No, we call them sprinkles.
Yeah, I call them sprinkles.
How are you guys drinking pop? Are you drinking it out of like, what's your like preferred way? Out of a bottle, a can, or like out of a fountain pop?
Fountain, 100%. Tastes so much better.
No, 100%. Like if I got the option, I'll rank them for you guys. I would say fountain pop, like go through the drive-through, preferably styrofoam. I will say it. That's just superior. And then I would go to can over bottle.
Yeah, me too.
Because that's the only way I can sip out of it.
Unless you're getting that classic glass bottle with like the pop off top. That I think is like higher than, I don't think that's still higher than the fountain, but that's definitely higher than the others.
Nothing is higher than the fountain pop.
No, the fountain's so good. Anyway,
so
those are our soda preferences, guys. Now you know that.
Yeah, so you guys are really welcome for that insightful information on the soda pop game. Hopefully
next time
that really did something.
Fountain soda, maybe you'll think of us.
Like, hold on, but can we talk about going to the gas station, getting a fountain pop with the crushed ice?
Yeah, it's the ice that really makes it. The ice and the cup, I think, makes it just taste better.
Crushed ice. I will say it again for the people in the back. Crushed ice, but not like the ice that you get out of your refrigerator when it says crushed ice. The like from the gas station.
Has the best one.
Yes, Chick-fil-A also does have the best crushed ice in the game.
And they have a good cup.
Not to get hyper specific.
They have that cup though that doesn't. The worst is getting a cup that like, what's it called? Like sweats the drink from the outside.
The condensation.
Yes, but Chick-fil-A has like the outside layer where that won't happen.
Only in Jersey though. They don't have that here yet.
Oh really? Oh wow. Yeah.
Still rocking with the styrofoam.
They'll upgrade it, I'm sure. But we don't have bags. You guys have bags at checkout places.
Yeah, me and my mom were literally talking about that the other day, how like when we go to Jersey we have to remember to bring like reusable bags with us because they don't use plastic bags. And you know what's funny? I can remember at least when Trader Joe's started doing it for you, I can remember watching your vlogs and you like went to Trader Joe's and you're like, oh, I forgot literally today they started the no plastic bags, literally today. And I remember literally watching that vlog and being like, wow, that's crazy that they don't have plastic bags. I remember that happening.
And it's funny that like that's such a moment because I still go to Trader Joe's and don't bring a bag. I buy like the 99-cent one every time because I always forget. My mom like leaves hers in like her trunk or something. And Target's the worst one because I just have to carry everything in my arms. But yeah, I always forget a bag still.
That is so interesting because I told my mom, I was like, I feel like I would be fine. Like I would just put all my reusable bags in the trunk. I would take them out. But they did take self-checkout away from me where like I used to just like go through self-checkout at Target and just like, you know, scan all my stuff quickly. if I may add. And now they limited it to 10 items or less. And I'm like, oh,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see how that makes sense. Well, 10 items, I feel like you could still do it quickly. But like when you have a lot, you're there for, I guess, longer. But that's crazy. I don't think ours has a limit.
At least when you go to Walmart, they don't have a limit because they basically do not have cashiers. They have like even specific self-checkouts that are for like you getting groceries. And I think Target should do that. I think Target should make self-checkout lanes that just have it for like that are built for like if you're doing the groceries. You want to know why? Because now every single time that I go to Target and I'm grocery shopping, or if I'm even just shopping, they only have 2 people working the checkout. Yeah. And then the line is wrapped around because there's only 2 people checking out, and it's like the self-checkout. Yeah, I've been
that's like ours too. There's only ever, because people usually choose the self-checkout over people checking them out at Target. There's usually not that many people at the checkout lanes, but our line is always so long too. I'll wait on it though.
That's I feel like we're literally 2 grandmas having a conversation. Like we just met up and we're like just chatting about the state of Target
talk about when we haven't talked all week. Well, we have, but like,
The fact that this is like we're deciding to speak about lines at Target.
I think it's because we've talked about what's been happening this week to each other, but now we have to like debrief all of it. So we haven't talked about Target yet together. So that was a new topic for us to discuss.
Yeah. That was a new topic of me trying to just be like a 20.
Say it. Say it.
No, I can't. I still can't say it. I literally told my mom the other day when I was at Target. I was in like the Valentine's Day aisle and they had like alcohol. And I looked at my mom. I said, "Isn't this crazy that I can just like walk out of here with this? Like I can just buy it." Like I can, like it doesn't feel real. Like I can go to the restaurant and get an alcoholic beverage. That's crazy. Yeah, I still refuse to say it. Yeah, hey, right. I'm not saying it.
That's okay. Yeah, you're really starting your 20s now.
Yeah,
it's really fun. That's
crazy.
I've been having a great time.
That's a motivator for me to step in. I feel like I'm still in the threshold and I need to just like put that foot in front of the other and get out of the step into the room of like embracing that your life is moving on. You're no longer a child, even though you still feel like a little girl.
It's okay.
And that's hard.
It's only been a week. There's so much time to really like let this one sink in.
Yeah, and that's so true. And that's really honest and true.
Good. Well, some things we've debriefed this week. We have some new releases. We have the Grammys. We have a new album gracing us. We have Super Bowl's coming up.
I was about to say the Super Bowl's coming up.
Yeah, that'll be next week's debrief. Hopefully it'll be a good one.
Hopefully it'll be a good one. I actually do have a Chiefs jersey, so I will be wearing that. But yeah, I guess we can talk about new releases because I did just while I was at Target buy another book. Hey, yeah, I did go over a lot. Oh. I went a lot this month over my 5-book limit.
Was it like for videos or have you just been book shopping?
I just kind of went book shopping and there was like a lot of like new releases out at once that I saw that I was like, okay, yeah, I have to get them.
That's okay.
Yeah, I told myself like I set the rules. Like it's like my life. You know what I mean? So whatever. As long as I'm reading them is my thing. Like I just don't want them to sit there and I'm not reading them.
Yeah, I just told myself that.
Yeah, they're anticipated though, so I feel like I will get to them.
I got them.
I love how they look together.
Right? Don't they look cute? They both have the red. These are the two that I saw that came out. What were are there other ones?
Well, just like the Breakup Tour came out. I know that had been some people's like whatever. The new Dolly Alderton book. I got it's a fiction book, but I love the cover of it. The new Alex Michaelides book came out.
Oh yeah, The Fury, right? I think I have that one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else.
And then we have these two. I'm holding for not watching.
Bride.
I got Bride and If Only I Had Told Her, which is the sequel to If He Had Been With Me. I was flipping through this one, and in the first one, you just get our main girl's point of view. This one has 3 point of views, and I was flipping through, and I'm really nervous. That's all. Like, I think this is like the events of that first book, but you also get, I think, more of like the after. It's just gonna be a painful one. That's all.
Yeah, and I just don't know how interested I am in the after because I would rather just not know. You know what I mean? Like I would just rather go through life not knowing than like getting.
But we need some closure on that ending.
When it comes to sad things, I almost would rather not know. Like I would almost just rather be like, yeah, I'm just gonna stick with what I know. Yeah,
we're avoiding, but you're going to have to read it because we're going to have to talk about it. So, I'm sorry.
And but yeah, Bride by Allie Hazelwood. I actually just bought that at Target as well. I just bought the Target.
I'm excited about this one. I've heard good things about this one.
Yeah, I've been hearing good things about it. It's not fantasy, like how we were saying, oh, it's fantasy. It's just paranormal romance.
It just has werewolves and vampires, but it's not like a fantasy like world and system and all that stuff.
It's just like, hey, the main character is a vampire and the guy is a werewolf.
Basically. I'm very excited though to see how she writes this one. And then we had Crescent City 3 last week. I did finish that. That was completed.
I I think it's because I spent all of yesterday, I kid you not, the entirety of the day editing the full reading vlog for that.
So you've been through it again.
I'm just over it. Like, I almost got more pissed off with the feelings that it invoked back in me, like rethinking about the book, that I was like, oh yeah, I can't sit here. And I did start crying again when I was editing the video and like seeing myself talk about some of the things and then me thinking about the things that happened in the book. I did literally start crying again while I was editing.
Yeah, that book definitely brought out a lot of different emotions. That's crazy. Like you can cry with it, but you can also be annoyed.
I was pissed off for most of it.
Yeah.
Most of it.
If the theories I've been seeing for the last one are true, I think it's going to be my favorite.
You know what, though? I have been seeing theories that people think that towards the end of the year, she'll release the next ACOTAR book. I forget what supports this theory, and I don't really believe it necessarily, is that this year will be like a double release year for her and that she will release the next ACOTAR book. And A Court of Silver Flames came out in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. No.
A Court of Silver Flames was 2021, and then House of Earth and Blood was 2020.
Oh, okay. I knew one of them was 2020. But even think about that, 2021, now we're in 2024. I mean, it does make sense.
I could see her doing it. I feel like she could have been writing it while finishing up, Crescent City 3. And also having like all her ideas. I could see it too. I also heard that people are saying that one's also not going to follow the point of view of wait, what did I see? Like it's going to have multiple point of views, how she's been doing with this one. Like, everyone thinks that it's like going to be another sister's book or something. I don't know. People are thinking it's going to be like multiple point of views.
Please, dear God, I don't know if I can do it, because this was another thing. You guys will see, because this comes out Thursday. I'm posting my reading vlog Friday, and it's literally almost 2 hours long. So if you can sit through it,
I'm so excited.
Good luck. But throughout the book, I keep on honing in on the fact that there's so much info dumping. Yeah. And also that there's so much going on at once with too many point of views.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes that can really either make or break a book, really, when you have so many. Like, I feel like it worked with Throne of Glass. Like, I feel like sometimes it maybe feel a little overwhelming, or like just like, oh my God, there's so much going on. But like, I don't really know where to focus.
And they made sense with each other. This one was just like, you're in so many different point of views and nothing's connecting.
No, and that's what I was about to say. None of it connects. It's just like, hey, this is what this person's doing.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like ACOTAR is like my baby in a way. Like, I feel like I'm very protective of ACOTAR, and I don't want it to have multiple point of views. But I could see her doing that because she did switch up the style and format for A Court of Silver Flames and wrote in like the third person, right? Because I don't think the other books are from third person.
Yeah, that was third person, and
she included both point of views in that one. Why couldn't you do that with the ACOTAR first 3 books? I don't know.
That sucks that she decided to do it after finishing.
It sucks that I have to go on AO3 and read fan fiction of this person's point of view because it's not in the book, because Sarah J. Maas said that is like the closest like equivalent to what her like writing would be for that.
I'm just holding out hope for that one thing she was talking about. She's gonna go like whatever. That's all I'm hoping for, is she's gonna give something Throne of Glass related. I actually would die. That's all.
I could foresee her dabbling in Throne of Glass because, one, I feel like that's her baby. Like, I feel like of course she loves all of her books, but I do feel like I've even seen her say somewhere that like Throne of Glass is like her most like emotional, like she's more most attached to.
I feel like she did that one for like so much longer. Like that was her first
I also feel like there are things that you can do. Like, you can do some things with Throne of Glass with the way that it ends off.
I hope so.
And I feel like she's also done an interview where they asked her, like, oh, so Throne of Glass is done. And she was like, I wouldn't, like, say that it's fully closed. But, yeah, there's, like, a finality to it. Yeah.
That'll be the day.
I'm trying to think of what other book releases. Because I was like, okay, since I went a little crazy in February, I probably won't buy any books in March just to kind of, like, equal it out. I feel like I won't buy anything in March. Because What am I wrong? Wait, you probably don't remember. But like, remember
What?
when me saying you probably don't remember, then ask you if you remember. But when you were taking me to the airport the last time that I just stayed at your house, oh my God, was this August? Wow, that was forever ago.
Too long ago.
It was way too long ago. But Chloe Walsh announced Taming 7. I could have sworn that she said it was coming out in March, and now it's coming out in April.
Yeah, that one I don't remember, but I know I have it on a clip somewhere. You like seeing it for like the first time. I don't know if you said it in that video or not, but
let me see. Let me go on her like page to see like if this is a Mandela effect. I really don't know, because it bothers me all the time.
Maybe she pushed it back. Now I'm looking up all the releases for this
Also,
month.
did we see the cover for Nothing Like the Movies? I have been anticipating that forever.
I did. She put that little quote that everyone loves on it.
I literally don't know if it's going to be a happy ending, and that makes me sick.
Oh my God, wait, why wouldn't it? Wait, when does it come out? What month does that come out?
It comes out...
Because I think I actually am going to have to reread Better Than the Movies. Because I'm going to probably read it, but I want to be as excited as everyone else. So I'm going to have to reread it.
Sorry, I'm trying to... It comes out October 2nd.
Oh, I got time.
But it's such a cute cover, and I feel like it's giving the rom-com. It's giving Titanic. Is that La La Land?
Yes.
God, what other movie is that from? Anyway, but I don't know if it's going to be a happy ending, because I've seen something where it's like there's now a guy friend involved, and like I've seen like snippets of something posted, like of argument. I don't know.
I thought it was going to be like a happy little story that they're so in love and this is them now. Like this is what they're up to. I mean, I didn't know it was going to be like
I feel like it'll be a happy ending, because I mean, like, come on.
Yeah, she's got to do the happy rom-com ending.
I feel like it's just going to showcase like... And you know what? I really like the representation of like high school sweethearts and what happens like when you get to college, and maybe like some of the issues that you face like once you get to college.
Yeah, that'll be fun to see. I think also the cover is, all her covers are so cute, but I like that one because it has all like her rom-com stuff that's for, like Better Than the Movies has the quotes in the first of the chapters. Yeah, I'm excited to see that one. I really do need to reread Better Than the Movies.
Love it. I'm going to reread Better Than the Movies just because it is my favorite young adult book. But yeah, the cover came out for that one, but I don't know. Okay, obviously we have Magnolia Parks coming out this month.
Oh my God, from the way I forgot.
Well, because you've already read it, so you're not
in my head like it's already out since I read it. Like, oh my God, I'm so excited to be able to like finally like speak my mind.
I know.
About things oh my God, I can't wait. I'm gonna start crying. I'm so excited for you to read it.
I am excited just so Sarah can now tell me all of her thoughts that she had while she was reading the books.
It's so hard keeping them in. Like it's really hard.
Sarah did show me just like a snippet of something, like not even like anything, but she just kind of let me know like somebody that shows up in the book. And even though I know I'm going to be in for probably a world of hurt, I'm just always so excited to see them whenever I can.
Well, because that part happened, and I'm like, it took everything in me not to I had to get out like what was like I had to speak on it. Like I was just freaking out by myself, and it was like such a like big part, I feel like, and I needed to tell someone, and I needed to talk about it. And I knew Destiny would have maybe not really enjoyed that part, but I needed to talk about it.
I needed to be prepared. And also I did send Sarah this song by Gracie Abrams. Is it just called Friends, or what's it called?
I think it's called Friends.
Hey, if you have read the Magnolia Parks books, go listen to that song and know who I'm thinking about telepathically. And then you'll understand why.
Any song that you can relate to Julian in that sense really hurts. Like I always say Yours by Conan Gray is literally just Julian, and every time I listen to that song it just hurts because it's so sad.
I'm just listening to it in my head right now, and it's like yeah, that hurts. Thanks so much, Sarah. Yeah, just thinking about that is enough to make me want to throw up. So, but yeah, other than that, I don't know if like any other like super, I mean, because obviously then we have in April, we have like new Emily Henry book. And guess what else?
It's crazy that the
Taylor Swift album.
I know. I guess we could talk about the Grammys and everything leading up to this moment before we get into the album. Me
and Sarah were both glued to the Grammys, like I was watching the red carpet live stream. I don't know what you were watching.
Oh, I was watching on E.
Oh, see, I was in the car. I was literally just being held captive in the car. And we were like an hour and a half away from home. And so I was just like on my phone and I was just like watching this Grammys live stream. And then I was in the car with Isaac and Jared. And then Isaac was laughing. So he was like, you were literally just like a little kid. Like you're just watching this Grammys live stream and you haven't said a word. Like I haven't had to speak for like the past hour. Like I was just like, dude, like watching it.
Yeah. My brother was home, him and Chris and my mom. Me and my mom liked the red carpet because we also like to see like the outfits and stuff.
Yeah.
And who's wearing what. Not that like any other day I don't really care. Something about the Grammys red carpet I love watching.
No, same. I love a good red carpet event, probably because this may be niche, but Kelsey and Cody used to make here on YouTube, they used to make videos like anytime there was like a red carpet or like the Met Gala or like Grammy's red carpet, and they would like do like fashion critic. Those were my favorite videos to watch. Like I loved them so much. So yeah, I was having a good time while I was waiting for Taylor. I knew she was going to show up dead last.
Oh yeah,
like she was going to, and she didn't even walk the red carpet from what I saw like on my stream. She just like walked past real quick.
Because she came on the TV when the credits were rolling. Like she just came on.
Yes.
They showed her, and then we went right into the Grammys. I was so sad though that Harry wasn't there.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he didn't have any, like he would.
Yeah, but Midnight's came out 2022?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When did... Wait.
But he won Album of the Year last year, so...
Yeah, oh my God, so Harry's... Oh my God, it's been that long?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Destiny sent me a TikTok today that actually gave me the chills. So... People are rumoring that he's recording his 4th album. Oh my God. My heart like dropped when you sent that to me. Anyway, back to the Grammys. We don't have to get into that yet until it's confirmed.
Yeah, so Tay Tay shows up and she shows up with Lana. And I ended up seeing footage from the Tokyo show last night where she said that she kind of like, if I'm lucky enough to win, I'm going to announce it. But if not, she's going to announce it last night at the Tokyo show if she didn't win anything at the Grammys.
Yeah, and Destiny texted me that day or that morning and she was like, are we going to like be delusional tonight about Reputation? And I told her I think we should.
Yeah.
I think if any time to be delusional, it should be at the Grammys. Why not?
And you know what? Our delusions... like were wrong, but they were also right. Like we knew something was going on, but we just all assumed. Like I will tell you this, I did not expect her. I was even talking about this with like my mom a few days ago, like without even knowing that a new album was coming out. I was like, I just don't really foresee her doing a new album anytime soon. And
same.
if I thought there was going to be a new album, I thought it was going to be Travis' album. So I didn't even like think that.
I thought it was going to be Reputation too.
So
she played us. She knew we were
She did play us, and I feel like she knew, because basically what happened was she won it was pop album of the year, and that was her 13th Grammy. And she gets up on the stage, she's like, I don't know if you guys know, 13 is my lucky number, like making a little joke. And then I noticed as soon as she started like wiping, she like looked down and wiped the Grammy, and I was like, why is she being so suspicious? She was like, I've been keeping the secret for 2 years, which also I've been seeing a theory about her like flashing the 2, which honestly sometimes, guys, I think we read way too much into it. I think the poor girl was just like throwing up a 2. And she announces that she's going to be releasing a new album.
Oh my God,
she's been working on
for 2
everywhere.
years. And Chris left. He was watching it with me, but he left like 3 minutes before that happened. I was like, you couldn't have just waited. Like I needed someone to just sit with me while I experienced that announcement.
Which it's so funny because I was like driving, right? Because I was at Isaac's house and then I had been watching the Grammys red carpet. The Grammys start. I get in my car to drive back home. It's over an hour drive back home. I immediately get into my house, and as soon as I get in my house, I'm like holding the phone, and it's me and my mom in the kitchen, and my brother's in the kitchen. Like we're all just kind of in the kitchen, and my mom is like standing right next to me. We're watching her like win the award, and I go like this. I'm like, oh, she won the award, like, and she's getting up, and then my mom's standing next to me watching, and then she goes, my new album is coming out. Me and my mom like look at each other, and I was just like, and me and my mom were just kind of looking at each other like, oh my God. Like I can't.
A new album was so unexpected.
Oh yeah. So
I thought that she was gonna wait till after all like re-releases were out, and she was all good with that, and then to like if she wanted to do new albums. That was crazy. And just like as soon as she said the name and posted that cover art, in my bones, I told Destiny I feel like it's gonna be my favorite. Like, I told her I felt like it was gonna be like a mix between like from poet, just the word poet. I feel like it's gonna be a lyrical one, or at least some of them having some real good lyrics, and like almost like, I don't know the right word. The cover art was giving like sexy poet. I know, lyrical.
No, I was like, why is she being a little sexy right now?
So whatever. Her ex and Paul. Well, we're not going to really bash on Paul Mescal or however you say his last name, because I do love him. He just happens to be a part of this. And who was the other person that was in the group chat? It was 3 people, I think.
And then the guy from the show Fleabag, I'm pretty sure, I forget the guy's name, but he like plays in the show Fleabag.
Okay, well, they were all in this group chat, and it was called Tortured Poet Society? Is that theirs?
It's like, what was theirs?
But that's
I'm
like
trying to
public
find
knowledge. Like, they said it on an interview together, and it's public knowledge that that's the name of it. So it's just so crazy that she like can take such a thing like that and throw it into like the title of a new album. And I just think it's such a crazy name. I also love the name.
We all know. Listen, we don't even need her to tell us the song titles. The fact, like, she is what I aspire to be. Just in everything, like, even the little details and how we can all put it together. Look, we know what she's getting at by calling it the Tortured Poets Department.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's just kind of a shot. And then, what's it called? Is it so long? Let me pull up the track list.
You gotta go through the song titles. And then I'll say my little theory that I saw after we go through the song titles. Well, one of them, before we really get into it, is But Daddy, I Love Him. And then people think that she's gonna start singing about Harry, but she said she wrote this album, 2 years ago. Why would she be singing about Harry? Harry just wore a t-shirt that said But Daddy, I Love Him on it. That's not like, he's never saying anything or said anything like that. It's just his like, it's connected to him, but like not in the way I think Taylor is trying to say that.
No, I actually saw something that it's about the Little Mermaid. How
I
Ariel
saw that
says.
one too.
Yeah, But Daddy, I Love Him. And like there was like a shot of Taylor holding like the shell necklace that's like the same necklace from the Little Mermaid. And then Little Mermaid ties into something, and they're like, that's what she's doing with that song title. Is like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, genius. I already love it. I have the track list up right now to look at the song titles. It's on her Instagram if you just
okay. I see it. It's just so small.
Also, can we talk about how on the thing it says, I love you, it's ruining my life. I love you, it's ruining my life.
Someone was saying how this is going to be like the perfect album for readers, and I feel like I can agree.
Yeah,
like I feel like it's going to be so good.
I saw that she's doing like bookmarks as merch.
What?
Or something
I
like
guess
that.
She's playing into like the poet and like writing and like, I also saw there's like, I don't know what it was on from hers, but it said like evidence and like all of this stuff, like kind of going into playing into it. But one of them was featuring Post Malone. Like, I am ecstatic over that. Are you kidding?
No, I literally, and you know what? How did I not put this together? Because it was like a few months ago. He went on the Howard Stern show, if I'm not mistaken. Also, I'm going to say it, I don't like Howard Stern. I feel like he's always trying to stir the pot with literally everybody, because he tried to do it with Post Malone and Taylor Swift, and he tried to get Post Malone to say something bad about Taylor Swift. And Post Malone was like, I respect her so much. I got to hang out with her recently. Why did no alarm bells go inside my head? Why is Post Malone just randomly hanging out with Taylor Swift? I was like, I don't know, maybe they're just besties. And now he's a feature on the album.
Well, because also when people thought that she was going to come out with the collab album, I think they maybe assumed he was going to be on it, but he's actually going to be on this one. Okay, there's also Down Bad, which I think is funny, and So Long London, like that. Her ex is just, he's from London. Like, I'm so excited to hear the lyrics of this album.
Oh no, and I love that Joe has already turned off his Instagram comments. he knows a storm is coming. He sees it.
Well, I'll talk about it after we go through the songs. I was so excited, but I Can Fix Him. No, really, I can. Like, that is gonna hit.
No, that's especially
for book girlies too. It's like all these morally gray fantasy characters is what I would keep thinking of. Like, no, I could fix him. No, I could fix these crazy characters. That's what I do. Like, I can't relate in real life. I have to be delusional about it if I want to relate to some of these songs, or just connect them to books.
I told Sarah that I have to disassociate and make up fake scenarios in my head, and then I will like fake relate to these songs.
And those especially a breakup
disassociative scenarios. No one talks about My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys. Excuse me?
There's one track title that's called Clara Bow, so I looked up who she was.
Oh my god.
And says that she was one of the biggest stars of the silent era. Not sure how she's connecting those ones, but it was the 1920s.
You didn't see this? This was Clara Bow. was people looked so much into her romantic relationships that she ended up having a mental breakdown and had to like check herself into like a place or something, and that because like her romantic relationships were so like just zoomed in on and like people cared so much about it, so people were like, oh my god, she's like, people crazy. Caring so much about my romantic relationships, like they're gonna like, that is insane. Yeah, I saw that the other day. Did you see that
Travis said that he listened to some of it? And can't wait to shake the world in his press conference about the Super Bowl.
I did not see him say that. That is insane.
He was talking about the Super Bowl. Like, he was just doing like a little press thing. Yeah. And someone asked him about, I don't know, maybe about the Grammys or something like that. And someone asked if he's listened to the new album. He said, yeah, I've heard some of it. I can't wait for it to like shake the world. Something about the world. Like, he's so excited for people to hear it. At his little press conference. She's just like,
yeah, listen to this one, Travi. Listen to this one. And he's like, he's like, you get him, girl.
Yeah, you get him. You got him good there. I think that, okay, so Joe turned his comments off because obviously he knows what's happening. Yeah. But a lot of people thought that since Midnight's was like a breakup album and that was like part of like Joe's whatever, that, okay, I saw this somewhere. I don't know where I saw it, but I really do agree. So like some of the bonus tracks that we had, like You're Losing Me or whatever, like they were probably written around the same time as like when she's writing this, because it's been 2 years. And they're saying that like the Midnights is like the poppy version of like the breakup album, and it's gonna be like the sad like poets part of it. So she's giving like a part 2 to like the breakup, and people thought that Midnights was the only thing that was gonna get from that breakup, and she was gonna like not move on from it, but like not write about it. So people are thinking that this is like the second half of it, and we're gonna get like all of those songs that almost like a vault from what she wrote during that time, but like on this album, because she's been writing it since the same time as that one. So it's gonna be like a part 2, kind of to Midnights, but like the other side of it, you know, like not like a poppy version.
I almost thought that like Midnights was, because now that I've seen her do the her at the Tokyo show, of her talking about the album and how she said that she turned in Midnights and then immediately started writing this. I feel like it's because when she was writing Midnights, her and Joe were like on the verge of breaking up. So there wasn't really like, maybe there's so, like The Great War, for example, like she probably wrote that thinking like, we're making it out of this. Even Hits Different, she probably thought like, you know, like us just kind of being rocky. Also You're Losing Me, like that's still like some two people in a relationship but just still feeling like a little alienated from each other. So I think that she wrote that and did all of those as they were like having a hard time, and then she probably turned in the album and they had broken up. So then she was like, watch this, I'm about to make a complete breakup album now that we're done.
I think so too. And I think that he didn't, I mean, he has to know her well, like they dated, like he had to expect this to come. But then people are saying also like getting albums about Joe from like Lover, like all those other like love songs about him, also to now saying this side of it is so crazy, because we've seen like the beginnings of what she's written about their relationship and stuff, and seeing her in love to like these songs coming out, and it's just such like a different side of everything that she's saying. And people are like, how am I supposed to believe in Daylight and like all these songs?
Well, because that was true in the moment. It's just like sometimes relationships like that do have their downfall. Like in the fall is hard as it's being destructed down, and you're like, we're under attack. I'm just gonna end up writing a song. Look at me being poetic and stuff, saying we're under attack. See, like this is why I could never have this career, because I just thought I ate with saying that. But anyway, I also saw that, like how she was like wearing black and white and everybody was like whatever. The fact that Reputation was the first album like about Joe, and it's like mostly black with like white, and now like this album is white with like black accents, so it's almost like kind of flip-flopped. I can't. She played us so hard because she wore the black and white. She changed profile picture. She did the whole black and white thing, which is the Reputation colors, and then she gave us a black. It's because of this album. Exactly what we expected, black and white, something. But I like how it's like a softer black and white, like it really does like show, I don't know. And I've been seeing these TikTok edits of like the aesthetics of what everyone's expecting it to be, and I'm really hoping that's what it is, because like I'm so excited. It's giving me like, you know, like Coco Chanel, like the ribbons, you know, like with Coco Chanel. I don't know why that ties into the aesthetic for me. Like whenever I think about that album, I think about that first and foremost. Like the little like whatever. It also just reminds me of Folklore, and if it's anything like Folklore is my literal favorite album.
Yeah, me too.
If it's anything like Folklore,
I feel like it's gonna give like that lyrical sense, but about her life instead of like a made up story.
Yeah,
which is gonna be.
I'm so excited for.
I'm so
excited for. I love her lyricalness in both Evermore and Folklore.
Me too.
Top tier.
I feel like Midnight and before Evermore and Folklore, we get her lyricalness, but I feel like those are the two that are like most out of any album.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be like that. I really hope it is. That's my favorite. The favorite way she writes is her when she says she has different like pens in her head of when she's writing an album, and with Folklore and Evermore, she had like her quill pen and like in a cottage. That's how she wrote those ones. That's how she felt, imagined it, and that's how I'm hoping she's writing this one. You
can feel that too. I feel like through everything that she does, like how it's just different. I also I really hope it's kind of reminiscent of that, because I do love when she just really gets deep into the lyrics in that kind of storybook type of way, because I literally read like a whole entire, almost felt like dissertation of Cowboy Like Me the other day. Like somebody took the lyrics and just like annotated them and kind of wrote what they all mean. And if you guys know, I think Cowboy Like Me is one of my just like favorite Taylor Swift songs of all time. And so I literally ate that up, because I love Cowboy Like Me, and I feel like that's one of the songs that she does that with, that's very like lyrical and metaphorical, and you kind of have to read between the lines of like what it means.
I love those are so good. You can connect it to so many things.
Yes. So I'm so excited. I want to be able to sob in my car.
Oh, me too. April is like around the corner. Like we're not waiting like
February is a short month.
Yeah, usually she announces
and it's smack dab in the middle.
Does Emily Henry's book come out before or after this album? Do we know?
Is it April 7th that it comes out?
I have to know if we're going to be listening to this album. I don't
April
either,
23rd.
April 23rd is the what? Oh.
The funny story release date. It was insanity when she announced it. I haven't been the same.
No. Do you want to pick a song right now from the album title list that we think is going to be our favorite and see if it is?
Okay, yeah, I love that idea.
Okay,
because I also want to say the song title, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. 100% is she talking about having to do the Eras tour with a broken heart. 100%. If so, that's going to kill me. But let me see which song.
Okay. Also, I wonder what Florida with all these exclamation points are about. Like, what went down in Florida?
Yes. Are we going to figure out what's happened in Florida? I didn't even know that she went to Florida.
I'm feeling... But Daddy, I feel like I have to do But Daddy, I Love Him.
Yeah, you do.
I feel like I gotta do that. But other than that, I think I'm maybe Down Bad. I'm gonna say Down Bad.
So I think I'm gonna claim I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. I think I'm gonna claim that one. But also Guilty as Sin ? Because I don't know. I feel like it could go one of two ways. I feel like it could be her and Joe, or I feel like this could be like her to the public eye. Because like Guilty as Sin ? Like it could be like a kind of, you know what I mean? Like how the public treats her. Like she's like guilt, like, you know, ? Yeah. That, and also the manuscript. I'm very interested in the manuscript.
Yeah, me too. All right. So we'll see when that comes out. We'll let you guys know how we feel, obviously.
Yeah, so you got to wait a few months, got to wait a few eps, but it'll be here before you know it, which is scary. Because when you think about it, if we're talking about like, it'll be here before you know it, April will be here before you know it.
We have, what are we right now? The 7th? We have a month. Wait, a month? 2 months. 2 months and 2 weeks.
That is crazy.
I know, so much sooner than I thought. Like I thought even if she like announced Rep, it wouldn't be out till like summertime.
Oh yeah, I know.
I feel like there's usually like a long break when she announces. Like then we have to like wait a bit.
I don't know when Rep will come out now. I really don't.
I'm also nervous, like her tour. Like, do you think she's gonna add, or she's gonna save these as surprise songs, or she's gonna add to it? Like, what do you think she's gonna do with it?
My dad literally asked me that the other day, because why did I come in the next morning? My dad was home from work and he was like, "Oh, so is it true Taylor Swift's releasing a new album?" Like my family literally is always like,
"Did you hear?" Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, I watched it live, and my dad was like, "Oh, so is she gonna, you know, because you're gonna see her after this album is out, so is she gonna add it to the?" And I'm like, "I don't know, Dad. I can't even think about it. Could she tell us? Hey, what are you gonna do?" Like,
is she gonna have to I saw someone made like a funny TikTok, and it was like her whole intro is like Red, Reputation, Pet, whatever, like saying all the names, and then she's gonna have to say Poets Department, whatever it is. Like, it doesn't like go with everything. No. So it's just gonna be funny if she adds that into the intro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Concert will then be 5 hours.
And you know what? I would probably end up wanting to listen to just, hey, can you just play the entire album? Thank you. Thank you so much. You know what I want to say? Do you have a Taylor Swift song that you don't feel like is talked about a lot, that you like absolutely love, that you feel like is not talked about a lot?
Not really. I feel like Tolerate It, but I do hear about it. But like, that's like one of my favorite songs.
Oh my gosh, the fact that I listen to Tolerate It so much that now my mom goes around the house singing Tolerate It, and when we get in the car, she's like, are you going to play Tolerate It?
Tolerate It, yeah. Tolerate It and Mad Woman, I feel like, are my top.
Hey, we know I love Mad Woman. Either Sarah, I forget who was recording me singing it in the car back in June when we were going to the airport, and the part where it says, because women like hunting witches too, I feel that in my soul, so I always sing that like through my heart. Listen, I do. Why have I been like heavily listening to Debut for one? And I've listened to
Debut.
I'm Only Me When I'm With You. First of all, I relate to that. Like, that song is just like my relationship in my head. Like, that song, like even just the vibe of that song, like the upbeatness. But also, That's When, featuring Keith Urban on the Fearless album, I would like replay that song and replay it and replay it. And I like almost get to tears.
Yeah, I feel like I don't go back to Debut to listen to it. Like, I never choose that one, I guess.
I've been loving that. And I feel like nobody's talking about Question, and I've been listening to that one nonstop too.
Yeah, I get in Midnight's moods. Like, I've been listening to Great War a lot recently. Yeah. And I'm like, we're sleeping on Midnight's again. Like, we loved it, and we're sleeping on it for a little bit. We need to get back into that. Oh,
no, same. I'm listening to freaking Question, Bejeweled, Vigilante shit. So many of the Bejeweled, especially. Hey, what am I going through? Why am I listening to Bejeweled so much? I literally don't know. I've just been listening to it on the treadmill, but I am about to say Midnight's is slept on. Hey, it just won a Grammy. Yeah. Hey, it just won a Grammy.
Not slept on. Yeah, I can't stop listening to Mad Woman. And The Man I listened to the other day. I think I'm on like a female rage. Like, yeah. Hey, we all need to listen to them. Every time I listen to The Man, I just like, I want to sit like Chris down, or just like sit these men down and just have them listen to like that. But like actually like understand it. Like, don't just listen to it. Actually like sit and understand it. It makes me so angry. I think that's why I've been listening to it. Not just Chris, like any male. Please listen to it. But I'm on like a...
What's it like to write about raking in dollars and getting...
Exactly.
No, exactly. And she ate with that one again. Also, as we kind of teased at the beginning of the episode, Super Bowl's this Sunday.
I'm so excited. I don't get excited for the Super Bowl. Like, oh my gosh, are you okay?
Yeah. I don't think the 49ers are going to win. I have absolutely zero knowledge of football.
I don't know what was on the TV yesterday. We turned it on. I think the news turned on, and it was like, saw for like a second before it turned off, but like at some, I don't know if it's like a zoo or aquarium, a seal every year predicts who's going to win. I don't know how they do it, but they chose the Chiefs. So you got to believe them.
You do. It's like the groundhog. You got to believe what nature is trying to tell us. I
think, was it on, I don't know what podcast I was listening to, but the groundhog is only 40% right.
Like, so why do we give this animal a day?
I think it's just a thing. And I saw a TikTok of like these girls were going to Groundhog Day, and it's like a whole town. Like Punxsutawney is like the town.
Yeah.
And like everything there, like they have groundhog statues and stuff. Like it's like a huge thing. It's so crazy. I watched the video of it. I was like, I can't believe this is like what we do every year.
Yeah. Also, I was trying to ask Isaac in the car the other day. I was like, so who do you think Usher's going to bring out somebody? Like, what do you think he's going to sing? And Isaac was really like, what are you talking about? And I was like, at the Super Bowl. Like, Usher's performing at the Super Bowl.
I think he's going to bring someone out.
Do you think it's going to be
Justin Bieber? Oh my God, guys, Destiny. We talked about this being Destiny. And I like admitted to her how much I love Pitbull and his music. Like, it's something no one knows about me. I really am obsessed with his music. And I told Destiny, I ranked my top like 4 favorite Pitbull songs. And I think the second one was Hotel Motel, Hotel Room Service. Guys, Destiny didn't know what the song was.
No, I didn't. I literally had a Sara moment where I was just kind of like
sit
smiling
down
and nodding.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
You
yeah,
know?
I didn't know that. Also, Sara did just kind of like give out that information where she was like, yeah, I really, really love Pitbull, because she had told me before, and it was when we filmed the podcast episode that never saw the light of day at Sarah's house, and we were very delirious and out of it, and I said something about Pitbull, and I think I said something along the lines of like, yeah, like something, I don't really listen to his music or whatever, and I remember Sara was like, I like his music, and that was like the extent that she went to. It's like she was harboring the secret, and then all of a sudden the other day I texted her randomly, forget what I was saying. Sometimes I'm like, what goes through Sarah's mind when I send her these like the most outrageous texts? I actually think the conversation started with, I was listening to both Justin Bieber and Maroon 5, and I was like, I think it's so funny that these men have actually like really good singing voices. Like they sound beautiful when they sing, right? Mm-hmm. I was like, that's crazy that they sound this way. And then I started thinking about Harry Styles, and like I asked Sara, genuinely, if you and Harry Styles were sitting down and he just started randomly serenading you, like, what are you doing? Like, be honest. Is it giving you the ick?
No, I said I would pay him. I actually would pay him to do that to me.
And I told her that that's absolutely crazy, because no matter how much I love somebody or how good they sang, if they sat down in front of me and started singing, I would automatically get the ick.
I would love it. I kind of want him
like,
to.
Like, actually full on serenading you, Sara?
Yeah.
Like, he gets the guitar and he just starts gazing deep into your eyes and just starts singing to you. There's no way this does it for you.
You said looking into my eye. That's all you need to say. He's looking at me. That's all I need.
When he looks at you.
I wish it was real so bad.
OMG. So that's where it started. And I think I started talking about Pitbull. And yeah, Sara then told me that she loves Pitbull.
There's really just like, I don't know if it's when I was growing up, like we really listened to Pitbull. Like we had our like little, not like parties in like 6th grade, but like when our friends would get together, we'd play our music. Like we listened to Pitbull. Not like religiously, but his old songs were just ones that would come on a lot. I don't know if he was on the radio a lot. I don't know why I listened to him so much when I was younger, but I just love his music. Like he has some songs that are like unlike any others. Like they're just so good. I want to see him in concert so bad. Like he's been on the top of my list for a while now.
Wow. That is kind of crazy.
Yeah, right. Picture that with a Kodak. Or better yet, go to Times Square, take a picture of me with a Kodak. Took my life from negative.
That is so funny. That is
nothing.
So funny.
Knows what he's rapping about. Whatever he's doing
also,
over
there. This is Neo. I forget which one it is that he has with Christina Aguilera. Oh, Feel This Moment, I think. I just wanna feel this moment. Actually, his music kind of gives me like club vibes. Like that's like the like when are you, unless you're like in, because the reason that I kind of rediscovered Pitbull is because I made a playlist and it's called Windows Down, and it's just kind of nostalgic songs that you like picture it being summer. If you're in a Jeep or how like Jeep Bronco, whatever, top is off, doors are off, and you're just like cruising and you're just playing these songs.
Pitbull's
and
on.
I put Pitbull's on. Other than that, the only time you're hearing Pitbull's in a club or maybe on a beach.
Yeah, I feel like definitely in a car when you're listening to like a throwback playlist, but like
yeah,
I might after we like do all this and like talk, I might go listen to Pitbull. Also, maybe when you're in the shower, throw on some Pitbull. Like that's probably a really fun shower, you know. I'm like in a Pitbull mood now.
I don't know if I would trust somebody if like we were just like going in the car and like how we'll turn on Taylor Swift or Harry Styles or Gracie Abrams or like
they put on Pitbull.
You know, Lana Del Rey. They just put on Pitbull. Pitbull at 7 a.m. is absolutely insane.
I would have to like become their best friend. If you're choosing, it's funny because when I lived with Lauren, I think it was recruitment junior year, we lived together, and every single morning on the way to get coffee, we listened to Pitbull that whole weekend, recruitment weekend. And I don't know why it was Pitbull, but he really brings back, I love him and his music. That's all.
All right. And
do you have any artists that you don't talk about that you love?
Remember, I told you that I don't talk about how much I love both One Republic and Imagine Dragons.
Yes, you did tell me that.
I literally, I listen to their music all the time. Especially like if I'm working out, I'm always listening to their music. And I don't tell anybody how much I love their music.
Well, now we know.
What a crazy wild ride that we just went on. Shall we surprise ourselves? Shall we surprise each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what did you have?
So I pulled up the is it Shakespeare or is it Taylor Swift quiz.
So did I.
No way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I did it like
is it the
20
BuzzFeed
minutes.
one?
Yeah. I was scrolling through it too. It's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I didn't
Like
scroll
some of them
through.
I can't remember. Okay. Is this the one you have? The first one says, "Did I close my fist around something delicate? Did I shatter you?" Is that the first one
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say Shakespeare. I'm gonna go with Shakespeare.
Yeah, same. And it was Taylor Swift.
It was Taylor Swift.
What song is that?
Coney Island. Oh, I never listened to that
Me
song.
neither.
That's probably
it tells
why.
you. I like that song though. Apparently that one's about Harry Styles.
Oh, see, I think I
Not
may
sure if
listen to that
that's
song like
confirmed,
once.
Yeah, I don't really listen
And
to that one either.
I don't listen to that song ever. Now I need to go listen to it.
Do you miss the rogue who coaxed you into paradise and left you there?
Are we going to literally fail this? Because I
We
want to say
might.
Shakespeare.
Me too.
I'm looking Shakespeare.
Coney Island again.
Why don't do 2 Coney Island things in a row?
Yeah, I didn't. We have to now listen to Coney Island, and next episode we have to recite the whole song because we don't know it.
Yeah. I feel like a phony right now.
I know, me too.
And that's the worst feeling. Okay.
My tongue will tell the anger of my heart, or else my heart concealing it will break.
I'm
That's
saying Shakespeare.
Oh, we got
Yeah,
one.
we were right. The
The
taming, of the shrew.
Past the curses and cries, beyond the terror in the nightfall. I think that's Taylor.
I was about to say Taylor. It's right.
Okay. Which song was
Happiness by
it?
Taylor Swift.
I
Happiness.
love that song. In black ink, my love may still shine bright. I don't
kind
know.
of want to say Shakespeare. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't feel like it's Tay Tay.
It's not.
Oh, I was
Tay-Tay.
right.
That was a good one. Why does he look so buff, and why is he in a polo? The picture they have of him, and he has a hoop
And why does he have an
earring in.
earring? Okay, next one.
Now my eyes leak acid rain on the pillow where you used to lay your head.
I feel like that's Tay Tay. I feel like I've heard that, but
Me
I
too,
feel
but
like
acid rain sounds so weird.
I don't know about Acid Rain. I'm gonna say Tay Tay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it was in Happiness.
They're giving the
Okay.
same songs.
I already know this one.
Yeah,
I already
this
know
one. It says, "I'd meet you where the spirit meets the bones in a faith forgotten land." That is Tay Tay.
It's literally Ivy. I love that song so much.
That's an underrated one. I feel like I love that song.
My favorite. Okay, sorry.
Your touch.
Oh, no.
Brought, yeah, this is
Same
Tay Tay.
song. Same song.
Yeah. Your touch brought forth an incandescent glow, tarnished but so grand. Ivy.
Next one.
Love is merely a madness.
I'm gonna say
That's-
Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Ah, I was right.
Okay.
Ha ha ha.
The old widow goes to the stone every day, but I don't. I just sit here and wait, grieving for the living.
Yeah, that's the same song. It's still Ivy by Taylor Swift.
Wait, why is it the same song?
I know. Why aren't we switching it up?
How can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look at me?
I feel like that's Shakespeare. I feel like I've never heard that in a Taylor Swift song.
It's like a question too. Yeah, that's Shakespeare. A midsummer night's dream. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. Is that Shakespeare?
I feel like that is Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Oh, it is Shakespeare.
All right. I wish to know the fatal flaw that makes you long to be
This
magnificently
is still
cursed.
Ivy.
Yeah, that's. They have to give us like some variety here.
You're just giving us the whole entire lyrics of Ivy, okay? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Now you hang from my lips like the gardens of Babylon.
That is Tay Tay and that is Cowboy Like Me. I literally
At least we're getting your favorite song on here.
I know.
My pride fell with my fortunes.
I feel like this could be either or. Like I feel like this is but
I think this is
I kind of want to say
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
I feel like she doesn't sing about her fortunes. Right? I don't know.
True.
That was Shakespeare, okay. Staring out an open window, catching my death. Is that Taylor? I don't know.
I don't know. Catching My Death is like
death. I
making
don't
me
feel
a
like.
little-
Is it Shakespeare?
I'm going to say Shakespeare. Oh, it was Evermore by Taylor Swift. See, I don't listen to that one a lot, but I have started to appreciate it here.
Yeah,
and
I like
so
that
I need
one.
to listen to it more.
I don't remember that lyric. Okay. Can't not think of all the costs and the things that would be lost. I don't know this one. Is it Evermore again, you think?
Oh my God.
Yeah, they do the same song like twice.
Oh, I should have known.
Speak low if you speak love.
I'm going to say Shakespeare.
Yeah. Much ado
about nothing.
In the cracks of light, I dreamed of you. Is that Taylor?
I'm going to say Tay-Tay. Oh,
yes,
it was Evermore.
We got a 60%. You're either a Swiftie
same.
or a Shakespeare. Their biggest fan. Congrats, Queen Slay. Thank you, Slay.
Yeah, thanks so much. Okay, now I need to listen to Cowboy Like Me for the
now I need to go listen to Evermore.
100th time.
The rest of the night. Evermore and Pitbull. What a crazy combination I got.
Wow, that's truly a wild ride. So basically, guys, we're gonna let Sarah get to her wild Pitbull and Evermore crossover. So you guys know what to do. This is the end of the episode, and if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed, comment something down below, follow us over on the Instagram. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you've left a 5-star review. Let everybody know just how much you love this podcast, where we are talking about just the most random things, and most of the time it does relate to Taylor Swift. So we should really just rebrand to a Taylor Swift podcast, because she makes it into almost every episode. But
she just takes over our lives.
She does. But you know what? I feel like book girlies and Swifties, I feel like they're one and the same. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. And
thank you guys
thanks so much for listening. We love ya.
Love ya. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.